Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So, today I've come to you with some ICO news. So lately for the past few weeks, we've been promoting a lot of lending platforms, a lot of different ICOs, and it's kind of sort of been all across the internet with a whole bunch of different things from Power Ledger to Substranium to Salt Lending. It's just a lot going on. So today I wanted to bring you some news about, some of the issues that are starting to become, prevalent in the ICO world. And I'm not saying it wasn't an issue before, but it's becoming more of an issue now, and it's starting to become a little sketchy and a little, shady in the crypto space. And these are the types of things that, help governments implement certain laws and stuff against people and other countries and just citizens, and, help them, create laws to protect people, from, this type of bullshit. So let's just get right into it. So yesterday, an article appeared. Actually, a few articles appeared the day before, but I'm just getting around to it. So apparently, a cryptocurrency startup, Confido, they disappeared with $375,000 from an ICO, and nobody can find the founders. So Confido billed itself as a smart contract startup. It raised $375,000 through an initial coin offering, an ICO, and the website and social media accounts related to the company and the founding team have been deleted. So, TokenLot, which hosted the ICO, dubbed it an exit scam and said it is going to contact the FBI. Now, let's stop right there. So, these people at TokenLot, I pulled them up. So not only are do these guys promote anyone, they're basically calling it an exit scam. You know, um, I don't think. See, this is becoming an issue because we have a lot of websites now that are promoting and actually list ICOs. But now we've gotten to a point where they're listing anybody. They're listing scams, they're listing real companies, legitimate companies, and they're not even able to tell them apart. And I know why. It's because of money. They're basically taking whoever is willing to pay them for an ICO, and they're not doing any type of investigating or any type of background checks or anything. These people apparently don't even have any type of business licenses or whatever the case may be, because apparently it seems like anybody can do it and it doesn't take much. You don't even need a real ID, apparently. So let's get back over here to Confido. So let's see, a cryptocurrency startup that raised nearly 375,000 through an ICO has disappeared with the funds. Confido billed itself as a company that is developing smart contracts to act as an escrow between a buyer and seller during transactions of some sort. Traditional escrows will be held by a third party, but smart contracts are supposed to be fulfilled when both sides meet certain conditions, removing the need for that third party. The ICO took place earlier this month through a platform called TokenLot, which facilitates the fundraising. Nearly $375,000 was raised. Investors were given contracts for differences tokens. These tokens raised as much as $1.20 on November 14th, but plunged following the disappearance of the Confido team to around 2 cents, according to data from CoinMarketCap. So basically, these guys did a whole pump and dump. They created a white paper. They went on here, created a token. Anybody can create a token and create an ICO. That is how easy it has become. You can literally go on to one of these ICO things like TokenLot, and you'll see another ICO coming out that's providing the same service. I'm sorry, the same service as TokenLot. And that's basically what's going on. You're also finding a lot of ICOs that are promoting, oh, yeah, you can build a smart contract on our platform. You can do this, you can do that. You can create your own token. So that's what's happening. You have all these ideas of the same ideas coming out with ICOs. So, legal trouble. In the past few days, it was being dubbed as an exit scam. Online assets related to the Confido founders and the company have been deleted. The firm's website, Twitter account, and Facebook page were erased. However, a cached version of the company's Medium post that was put online Sunday still remains. In the post, the Confido team says it is in a tight spot due to legal trouble with the contract. We signed the contract with assurance from our legal advisor that there were minimum risks and it would not be an issue. I can't and won't go into details, but he was wrong. It's a problem, the post says. It was reportedly authored by a Jos Van Doorn, CEO of Confido, but there is no trace of him online. A description of Van Doorn on the cachet version of Confido's website that said that he is a master degree in international business and has worked at firms such as eBay, PepsiCo, and Zalando. CNBC has reached out to all three companies to see if they can verify Van Dorn's claim. A person on Reddit who posted under the name Chris Confido Support claimed Monday to be a representative of Confido and said he has absolutely no idea what has happened. The Redditor has claimed to have been in contact with Van Dorn for a number of weeks, and this latest move is completely out of character. Many people on Reddit question the credibility of the post and whether the person had actually met the CEO. Exit scam. An ICO is the latest way for cryptocurrency startups to raise money by issuing their own digital tokens in exchange for virtual currency, like Ether or Bitcoin. Investors don't get a stake in the company, but the tokens they receive can be traded or used on a service provided by the platform. ICOs have exploded with more than 3.55 billion raised via the method so far this year. So basically, what they're saying is basically what I was saying is people are creating hype programs, lending platforms, and ICOs to steal people's Bitcoin and money. And they're coming from all across the world. They're coming from home, they're coming from foreign countries, foreign lands, and they are becoming very dangerous and very unsafe in the crypto space. So basically, we're not going to really go over this too much because we're going to move on. So on Monday, TokenLot, the firm that hosted the ICO, put out a statement saying that Confido team had pulled an exit scam. The Medium post said TokenLot's line of communication with the currency company had been closed, and it doesn't have any more information outside what has been public. It said that Confido had shown all the required proof needed to list its ICO on the platform. However, TokenLot said that it was looking for clues to track down the Confido team. It says some of the Ether tokens collected during the ICO had been sent to an account held with Bittrex, a cryptocurrency exchange. TokenLot added that it has been in contact with Bittrex and that it had confirmed the account that the Ether was sent to the account where a Know Your Customer check was authenticated. This is a process that is used to verify people who they say are online. TokenLot said that Bittrex privacy policy requires law enforcement requests to release customer information, so it's in the process of filing a report to the FBI to ask agency to help get the details. Bittrex did not reply to CNBC requests for comment via Twitter. So TokenLot also said it had reached out to KuCoin, a Chinese exchange that listed the contract for differences tokens as issued by Confido. Some people took to Reddit to say to slam KuCoin for not vetting the company properly. A spokesperson for KuCoin told CNBC on Tuesday, in order to protect the interests of investors, KuCoin has suspended trading of CFD and are actively seeking contact with the CFD team. We have also started to implement an emergency loss prevention program to help reduce the loss of CFD token investors. If the KuCoin team is unable to contact the CFD team shortly and re-enable normal trading, the final decision on trading stoppage will be made in a follow-up announcement on the website. So a lot of ICOs are fraud. That is true. ICOs are currently unregulated in a majority of the world and banned in China and South Korea. This means that investors do not have any protection should an event like this take place. But many regulators are beginning to look into ICOs and trying to figure out how to deal with them. Authorities in Abu Dhabi recently released rules to bring ICOs into the regulatory fold. However, a number of people in the cryptocurrency and technology world have criticized ICOs. Yes, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, the fourth largest cryptocurrency by value, told TNBC in a recent interview that a lot of what's happening in the ICO market is actually fraud. Ethereum co-founder Joseph Lubin told CNBC that there is irrational exuberance in the ICO market, although he believes the technology will mature and is here to stay. Watch. Ever heard of an ICO? Here's what that means. Yes, I totally initial coin offer. So these guys have a video and everything on it. So yeah, I went over this for about 10 minutes. That was a little too long, but yeah, this is one of the dangers of dealing with ICOs. You know, this guy he did interviews on YouTube with people. He did a whole lot of everything. And he just basically said, screw everybody, and he kept it moving. So another ICO that decided to say screw everyone is the Polynetwork. So Polynetwork took it upon theirself and screwed everybody over with no lube, not even spit, and decided to make an announcement on November 19th. And this is what these guys had to say. So on November 19th, our ICO has been attracting a large number of investors from many countries such as Canada, US, UK, Italy, Germany, India, Russia, Vietnam, Thailand, and many more. The last chance to join our ICO is November 20th, and the ICO starts at 3 p.m. After the ICO phase, we will run automatic lending, turning tokens from all of the users into investments on November 21st with the price of $3 a token. After automatic lending, the system will start calculating commissions and interest rates for the investors. On November 24th, all of the commissions will be transformed into investment packages. The automatic lending will start at 3 p.m. After that, the tokens will be joining the international market with a starting price of $5. Congratulations to all investors have joined our ICO. Please fasten your seatbelts because Poly AI is going to the moon. Like, are you really serious? So Polynetwork decided to take it upon themselves and force people into loans at the market price, well, at their price of $3 per loan. So currently, if you go on their site, they're actually having, I guess, their final ICO right now at $3 a token. And if you was to go in and buy those tokens at $3, you actually are going to be forced into a loan. So if you buy $300 worth of tokens, you're going to get 100 tokens, and you're going to go into a $100 loan with a 1.41% interest rate pending. So you kind of lose as soon as you like join, and that's kind of really shitty because it's kind of sort of what BitBase did, and it seems like these guys are taking people's cryptocurrency, dumping it, and paying you back in fiat, which is always less than cryptocurrency because we see where Bitcoin is right now, and these guys don't want to lose their gains and they don't want you cashing out. So what they're starting to do is lock the coins up and basically change the rules as they go along, which is, I'm almost certain, in their white paper or the fine print. We just didn't go over it. Then you have Binarycoin. So Binarycoin took it upon themselves and they had a private sale. They announced it to everybody. But in the process of having their private sale, which they didn't really make clear about what was going on, these guys started from their sale. They were going to sell the tokens at $2, then $2.50, and then a few days later, these guys, not only did they have the sale, they decided to sell the tokens. They went for $10.25 per token. So if you log onto your Binarycoin account and you have some tokens in there, those tokens are sitting at a value of $10.50 per token. And as you can see in the white, these tokens are now blocked for 12 months. So not only are you unable to get rid of your tokens, you're now blocked from the tokens for 12 months. Now, is that for the 100,000 that were sold at the 1025 to the private in the private sale, or is that for everyone? Because currently, people from America and China, and maybe I think one other place, were excluded from the lending situation, doing any lends. So when this platform goes live, what's going to happen to people who hold tokens from America? Because we were able to get them before, but now they decided to move to Panama, and all these rules and laws and everything have changed. So it's like a lot going on, and this is some of the stuff, like I said, you have to deal with when you're dealing with these fraudulent, these shady platforms and situations. And then we have, the one and only, I've been talking about these guys all night long, and that is Bitserial. Bitserial was supposed to have their lending platform, up and running on the 19th. These guys, not only did they not have it up and running, they basically ignored people until this morning. So this morning, they made an announcement about having their lending platform open. So yeah, the lending platform open, but the problem is that you're unable to lend. And you're unable to lend because if you have a sponsor, your sponsor has to go in and start assigning you to the lending tree and whatever group you're in, and he literally has to assign you to one of those trees in order for you to place a loan. So not only does Bitserial lock up half of your tokens, you're only able to take out half. You are unable to place a loan. See, as you can see, you're unable to place a loan if you are not put into a lending tree or whatever, that little tree, by the person who sponsored you. Now, the reason why that's an issue is because it should be on automatic, for one. I don't even know the logic behind that. It should be on automatic, for one. And for two, you never entrust someone else's funds to another person. A lot of people signed up using random links with people on there. So some people don't even know that they have to go in and approve people and assign them to different trees. So people are basically asked out and shit out of luck, because a lot of people, as if you're looking on their Twitter, they don't even know who their sponsor is. It says it, but a lot of people aren't even aware of who their sponsor is. And what if it's a person who just created a dummy account to promote it and haven't, thought twice about it? So we're going to have a lot of issues going on with this, with Bitserial right now, because these lending platforms, they're starting to, not only they're starting to get smart, but they're starting to get a little dangerous for investors, because they're starting to take precautions to where as though you are not able to make money. And a lot of times, believe it or not, you're better off going into a regular ICO or going onto the exchanges and buying tokens right now, because of what these lending platforms are doing. And not only that, you're able to go into some of these tokens on the the exchanges, and you're able to get them cheaper. If you're into Power Ledger, I've been talking about that a lot. You can go and get you some get you $100 worth of Power Ledger tokens. You'll come out better. That is a legitimate, proven, company. These guys have just been backed by the Australian government. They just threw $8 million at them. This is a company that has a big future. You might want to go check Power Ledger out, and that is something you definitely may want to get into. Same thing with Substranium, and a couple of other things. This HDAC, they're sponsored by Hyundai. It's a lot of these other these legitimate platforms, these legitimate organizations that you can follow. And that's something, if you're not willing to take a risk. Now, if you're willing to go on the boat ride, with all the bullshit that comes with dealing with these lending platforms, like they always say, no risk, no reward, and you're more than welcome to, join any one of them. You can also join my Telegram. I'll give you a link below, and hopefully you guys will, subscribe and like, and stay tuned for more videos. But that was basically it. I just wanted to go over a few things, give you guys a heads up on this Wednesday morning, let you know what's going on. And by the way, happy holidays. I'm not your financial advisor, nor do I care to be, but I do like giving you guys information, and I love adding to my portfolio. But if you do see something on my page that you are interested in investing in and you're willing to take that chance, please please do your own research. Please invest only what you're willing to lose, and stay safe when you are getting into these type of investments. So until the next time, like I said, like, subscribe, and stay connected. I'll talk to you guys later.